2-day tests, pitch criticisms, everybody is going after the groundsman. Steve Smith admitted that it did a bit too much. England commentators and England pundits have said, okay, there would be hell to pay if it was given in some other condition. The problem now is there is a bit of support coming in. And it's been led by Travis Head. Now, why Travis Head's words matter? Because if you look at the whole scorecard of all the innings, he ended up being the highest run getter, 46. 46 was the highest score by any of the batters from both teams in both the innings. Travis Head has offered support to the groundsman. Because in tough conditions, when you have to look at it, there's only one player in the modern era who steps up, and that is Travis Head. And he has said, you leave 1-2 millimeters on with high quality bowling and you find yourself short, and you take 2-3 millimeters off with high quality batting and you leave yourself the other way. That is what Travis Head has mentioned at this point in time. If you have 1-2 millimeters and the bowling attack is good, then it goes one way to the bowlers. But if you shave that 1-2 millimeters or 2-3 millimeters off and it becomes great for batting, then what do? Pitch making, the art of the balance and finding the right balance between bat and ball is truly a tough decision. Not helped by the fact that weather patterns are changing the world over, and nowhere can you find it much more fickle than in Melbourne. It is the toughest to prepare because the weather conditions are so fickle. So, if you shave the grass off and the bowling quality isn't that great, then the batters will feast on it. If you leave too much of grass and then the batting quality is not that great, the bowlers will have a feast. It all depends on how you bat. It is simple. Batters make the pitch look bad or good. It's simple. That is the philosophy that Travis Head is trying to push through, that yes, batters make the pitch look good or bad. On the other hand, he's saying, you've got to take the good with the bat. Everyone's trying to evolve and get better. I mean, Matt Page, he looked at the conditions and said that, okay, I think this kind of grass covering, this kind of moisture is okay. But suddenly if it cools and if there is rain, what do you do about it? Pitch making is hard. That is what Travis Head is saying. It's not an exact science, which is why people who have that science should now do pitches much better. And in Australia, there is a conscious effort to ensure that there is balance between bat and ball. But how do you count the losses? Because money doesn't look at the science of it. Perth and Melbourne combined, the losses that have been estimated for both the test matches in the Ashes series, 15 million AUD. 15 million AUD has already been wiped out. And because of that, whatever gains that you may have had in the India series, that could now get slowly squeezed up. And that is the reason why these 2-day tests, sandwiched between 4 and 5-day tests that took place in Brisbane and Adelaide, might make this Ashes a loss-making enterprise. That's why Todd Greenberg, the Cricket Australia CEO, mentioned short tests are bad for business. And because of that, in the last couple of years, you've seen post-COVID, batting has become difficult in Australia. But that is because in the past, there was so much flatness in the wickets that attritional cricket needed to be addressed. You can have one in Adelaide. Adelaide was the perfect example. But here, you went the other extreme. And that's why at least Cricket Australia are owning up to the fact. But will the pitches change for 2026? That is one thing which you all have to keep a close eye on. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.